story.
A family united in grief, determined the police should now pay for failures which left Celia motherless and Manuel without a sister. Together they planned civil action against Essex police and seek a public inquiry into just how Maria Stubbings was allowed to die, murdered by her ex-boyfriend after he was freed from prison for attacking her. It turned out Essex police already knew that Mark Chivers had been convicted of killing a previous girlfriend in Germany.
My sister's dead. She was a wonderful person. She was vulnerable. I'm glad that they are taking action. Obviously, I am. I think more than that, what we're looking for is a change, so that, you know, my sister's death and Celia's mother's death is not going to be in vain, and that they actually make steps to improve this area of domestic violence, which, as I understand, is soaring.
An independent reporter to the police investigation found Maria's death was both predictable and preventable.
To be honest, I feel that that's a complete understatement. It was neon lights and alarm bells, and had they taken my mum's cries for help seriously, she'd be alive today. And maybe even after the assault, directed her to refuge, or someone that could have helped prevent such a loss.
Maria died at her home in Chelmsford after Chivers was released from prison for attacking her. She told police she'd been burgled and feared he was responsible. The police response, knowing he was a convicted killer and violent towards his ex, was a catalogue of failures, according to the Police Complaints Commission. They failed to carry out a proper risk assessment, and note Maria was a victim of domestic violence. They failed to respond properly to her first call, and officers were fobbed off by the killer himself, who was inside her house, while she perhaps lay dead. A female officer failed to visit when first requested, and police removed a safety alarm from Maria's house just before Chivers was released from jail. So how do the family believe the police performed?
Well, I think atrociously. It's lack of conduct, if anything. They didn't carry out simple duties or orders in this case, and although it is good that they're going to change the law, I feel that's a slight deflection from the real fact of the matter, that the police just didn't do their job.
The IPCC concluded Maria was badly let down by Essex police, with human error, missed opportunities and failures in performance or duty. They now want a change in the law, so killers convicted abroad are supervised here.
Well, I can't really give you a description of the grief, because it's grief, shame, real deep hurt and let down, knowing that it could have been prevented. That's so painful. But, you know, in her name, knowing that we can do things to create awareness, that's what we're doing today.
Essex police today issued a public apology to the family and say procedures have been improved. They plan internal disciplinary action against 2 junior officers. Meanwhile, Chivers is serving life for the... Marcus Powell, London Tonight.
Well, Sandra Hawley is from Refuge and joins us now. So, Sandra, is this a case of police being unaware of how to deal with domestic violence situations?
I really despair about this case. The police knew that Mark Chivers, Maria Stubbings' killer, was a known murderer. He had killed another woman. They also knew that he had assaulted Maria, and yet they failed to do the very basics, such as investigate the allegations of harassment and burglary at the time of